I'm beyond excited for Caitlin Clark to secure a huge deal of $28 million. That's incredible. She just revealed some insane contract details, and it's safe to say that both the Indiana Fever and the entire WNBA are in shock. Honestly, it's about time someone called out the league for their budget issues. From elected officials to corporate investors and private equity, people are now asking, how do I get involved in the WNBA? Can I invest in a current team or even own an expansion team? When Caitlin signed her next 4-year deal, there were rumors that salaries had been cut by 20%, mainly because the league claimed it couldn't afford to pay more. This was happening right after the 2020 for rookie season, which really put the WNBA on the map. When you compare player salaries, it's crazy to think that NBA players earn 100 times more than their WNBA counterparts, mainly because TV deals for the NBA bring in 100 times more money than the WNBA. Caitlin, though, knew her worth and wasn't about to settle for less. She did what any superstar would do. She demanded a contract revision with better pay and benefits to match her impact on and off the court. What she's done has not only impressed us as fans, but has inspired countless young girls across the country to get excited about basketball, especially at places like the University of Iowa Children's Hospital. Today, I want to take a moment to honor Caitlin. You are the AP National Player of the Year, and your influence reaches beyond basketball. Now, this was a bold move because once one player gets a better deal, others will want the same. But the league couldn't afford to lose Caitlin, so they folded. So what exactly is in this game-changing deal? And how are other players like Angel Reese responding? Let's get into the details, shall we? After Caitlin's first professional season, so much has happened. Without all the unnecessary drama, let's talk numbers. Caitlin Clark's 4-year contract with the WNBA is worth an impressive $338,500 just for 2025 alone. She's set to earn $78,200. This isn't just some clever clause, it's a power move. The Indiana Fever have locked down their superstar, ensuring they have stability while keeping their options open if Caitlin's career takes a different turn down the road. This deal shows that she's not just another player. She's the cornerstone of their future. It's rare to see such commitment for a rookie, but the Fever clearly know they have a generational talent in Caitlin, and she's worth every penny. But don't forget the drama behind the scenes. While Caitlin was making headlines with her new deal, the WNBA was slashing salaries across the board, citing financial struggles. The league claimed they were pinching pennies, but Caitlin wasn't buying it. She knows her value is far beyond just being another rookie. Since Caitlin's arrival, the WNBA's popularity has exploded. Fans are showing up to arenas in record numbers. Her highlight reels are all over social media, and her jersey sales are through the roof. Heck, even Ice Cube made a $5 million offer for her to play in the Big 3 league for just 3 months. So when the WNBA tried to pull the "we're broke" card, Caitlin wasn't having it. She has proven that she's more than worth the investment. Her influence is undeniable, and her value is only going up. Caitlin Clark called the WNBA's bluff and demanded what she deserved. And guess what? They caved. This wasn't just about money, it was about standing up for what's fair. Caitlin wasn't going to let the league undervalue her or treat her like she didn't matter. Her boldness forced the WNBA to sit up and pay attention. While other players might not have had the same leverage, Caitlin set a powerful precedent. Since being drafted first overall by the Indiana Fever on April 15th, 2024, Caitlin has done more than just make waves. She's turned the league into a cultural phenomenon. And it's not just hype, the numbers prove it. The Fever's merchandise sales are up by an eye-popping 57% since her signing was announced on April 27th. Her jersey became the top seller in the league for 2 straight months, even surpassing legends like Aja Wilson and Jack Young. Caitlin isn't just breaking records, she's pushing the entire WNBA into a new era. Here's a jaw-dropping stat. 3.4 million people tuned in to watch the WNBA All-Star Game. That's a reported 300% increase from 2023, according to Women's Hoops Network. The game is clearly gaining momentum, and Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are a big part of that rise. But let's not forget the current stars who've been in the spotlight for a while too now. Let's talk about viewership. Games featuring Caitlin saw a 35% boost in ratings compared to similar matchups in 2023. The Fever's opening game in May 2020 pulled in 1.3 million viewers on ESPN. The highest ever for a regular season game. That's not just a win for Caitlin, it's a game changer for the entire league. Sponsors like Nike and Gatorade are throwing more money at the WNBA, doubling their investments because of Caitlin. She's not just a player, she's a walking billboard for what women's basketball can achieve. Her presence has raised the profile of the league and made it more marketable than ever. And Caitlin's impact doesn't stop with her own success. She's helping elevate her teammates in ways nobody expected. Players like Nelissa Smith and Kelsey Mitchell have seen their social media following soar, endorsement deals are rolling in, and they're getting opportunities they never would have dreamed of just a year ago. Caitlin isn't hogging the spotlight, she's bringing everyone along with her, showing the world what happens when a true leader steps onto the court. This Tuesday, the All-Star rosters will be released, and both Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are set to make the 12-woman roster that will take on Team USA in Phoenix later this month. It's clear that Caitlin's impact on the league is far from over. The impact of these two rookies, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, cannot be overstated. Let's not forget the social media frenzy Caitlin sparked when she dropped 30 points on the Las Vegas Aces in June 2024. The hashtag CaitlinFect trended for nearly an entire day. One tweet, just 10 words about how Caitlin turned someone into a WNBA fan, racked up over 250,000 likes in just 24 hours. Her TikToks showcasing no-look passes and unbelievable three-pointers have gathered over 50 million views. Caitlin Clark isn't just dominating the court, she's dominating the internet, bringing millions of casual fans along for the ride. Then there's the groundbreaking contract. For years, $338,500 and no cramped economy seats for her. She flies in comfort so she can perform at her best. This isn't about luxury, it's about results. The Fever surrounded Caitlin with top-tier trainers, nutritionists, and mental performance coaches who are solely focused on her development. This level of support is unheard of in the WNBA, where resources are usually shared among players. But for Caitlin, the Fever went all in. They know she's not just any rookie, she's the future of the franchise. And the support doesn't stop there. Caitlin has 24/7 access to mindfulness coaching, recovery specialists, and every resource she could possibly need to stay at the top of her game. Most rookies are left to figure this stuff out on their own, but not Caitlin. Her deal sets a new standard for how teams should invest in their players. It shows that success isn't just about the stats, it's about the person behind them. When you compare her contract to the average rookie deal, the difference is staggering. Most rookies earn around $74,000 to $35,000 a year with minimal perks. Caitlin's contract isn't just better, it's revolutionary. It reflects her value not only as a player, but as the face of the franchise, the league, and perhaps the entire sport. Here's the kicker. Caitlin's deal is already sparking change. Other players, their agents, and even competitors are taking note and pushing for similar terms in their contracts. This isn't just a win for Caitlin, it's a shift in how women's basketball is valued and managed. Her contract isn't a one-off, it's a blueprint for what's possible. Caitlin is on her way to becoming the biggest female star in basketball history. She can pull up from anywhere, she's a killer on the court. Caitlin Clark is a phenomenon, and she's arguably the best female collegiate player ever. The magical things she's capable of go beyond just what we see on the court. Take ticket sales, for example. Since Caitlin signed her deal on April 27, 2024, Fever games have become the hottest ticket in town. Home game attendance shot up by a staggering 41% compared to the previous season, with 5 consecutive sellouts in May alone, a franchise first. And this isn't just a minor bump in the stats-backed arenas mean louder fans, higher energy, and a home court advantage that boosts every player on the team. Sure, some players might side-eye Caitlin's fancy contract, but they're also reaping the rewards of playing in front of sold-out crowds. And it doesn't stop their sponsors are throwing money at the Fever like they're the only team in the league. Nike, Coca-Cola, and Gatorade have all increased their investments, with Nike even writing Caitlyn's name directly into their renewed partnership clause in June 2024. These sponsorship dollars don't just buy fancy logos on jerseys, they fund better facilities, improved training programs, and resources that the entire team gets to enjoy. So if anyone's mad about Caitlyn's perks, they might want to take a look at the upgraded locker rooms and thank her later. It's a little bit like that Bird Magic moment from 1979 when two rookies, one white and one black, came from rival colleges and changed the game. We're witnessing something similar with Caitlyn and Angel Reese. Rivalries are what make sports exciting. People want to watch games with real stakes between rivals. They don't want everyone being nice to one another, and players like Angel Reese might feel a bit jealous of Caitlyn. Why? Because Caitlyn's jersey sales broke records within just 2 weeks of her contract announcement. It became the top seller in the league, and Fever branded gear is flying off the shelves at a rate 63% higher than in 2023. This isn't just about Caitlyn's personal brand. It's about the Fever transforming into a marketable powerhouse. When the team is rolling in revenue, every player benefits even if Caitlyn's the one drawing the crowd. And let's not overlook the bigger picture. The WNBA has spent years fighting for relevance in a sports world dominated by men. What drives growth in any league? Star power. LeBron James turned the NBA into a global juggernaut. Serena Williams took tennis to new heights, and Caitlyn Clark is doing the same for the WNBA. Her marketability doesn't just lift her, it elevates the entire league. Without players like her grabbing headlines, selling out games, and signing groundbreaking contracts, the WNBA risks staying stuck in the same old rut. Angel Reese didn't speak to the media after their game, but here's the reality. Every transformative moment in sports history has its star. Caitlyn Clark is that star for the WNBA. Larry Bird and Magic Johnson revitalized the NBA. Serena Williams redefined what it means to dominate in tennis. And now, Caitlyn Clark is doing the same for the WNBA. Critics can moan about team equality all they want, but the facts don't like Caitlyn's contract is lifting her team, her league, and the entire sport to heights they've never seen before. Caitlyn isn't just a player. She's the blueprint for the WNBA's future. And honestly, the critics should be thanking her for leading the charge. Her impact isn't just about stats, it's about how she's changing the game and setting new standards for what's possible in women's sports.